Hello, this is Meredith, and I'm here to talk about the compensation plan because I know that can be very confusing. First, let me make sure you understand that there are 5 different levels you can choose to join at. With each level, you pay the member, the person bringing you in, the package price, and you pay a fee to the company, a one-time fee to the company. So let's say if you came in at the $2,000 level, you would pay the company $195. $3,500, you'd pay the company $295. At the $6,500 level, you pay the company $395. At the $12,500 level, you pay the company $445. And if you come in at the $22,000 level, you pay the company $495. For the rest of this discussion, I'm just going to talk about how you and I get paid, not the company, and I'm going to use as the example the $3,500 level. So let's say you come in at the $3,500 level, or I bring you in. You're going to pay me $3,500, not the company, me. That is a direct sale, and that's the first way we get paid. We get paid 4 different ways. Now let's say you bring in your first person, Adam. Well, the second way we get paid is called the one-up or the pass-up. Everybody has to give away their first person to their sponsor. Not just the money, but the person. And understand that you have to give away your first person, but you can receive an unlimited number of people. And also understand that you have to give away your first person to your sponsor, and you become the sponsor to anyone you bring in directly after you bring in your first person, and you also become the sponsor of anyone who is given to you. So you're now in at the $3,500 level and you bring in your first person, Adam. You have to give Adam to me. I get Adam's $3,500, and now I become Adam's sponsor. You have nothing to do with Adam ever again. Now you bring in your second person, Betty. Betty pays you $3,500. That's your first direct sale, and you are now Betty's sponsor. Now Betty brings in her first person, Connie. Well, everybody has to give their first person to their sponsor, so Betty has to give Connie to you. You get Connie's $3,500, and now you're Connie's sponsor. So when Connie brings in her first person, David, she has to give David to you because you became Connie's sponsor when she was given to you, and this is Connie's first person. So David goes to you. He gives you $3,500, and now you're David's sponsor. So when David brings in Eddie, Eddie goes to you. Eddie brings in Frank, Frank goes to you. Frank brings in George, George goes to you. George brings in Harry, Harry goes to you, and that can go on and on forever to infinity. And now don't worry about Betty, Connie, David, and all those people. In the meantime, they're going on and making their second sales and so on. But it's just their first sale that has to be given away. Now, when you, and in that scenario, you only made 2 sales to Adam and Betty, and yet you got $3,500 times many people. In the meantime, you also might have brought in more people yourself. Maybe you brought in Robert, and Robert paid you $3,500. And then you got Robert's first person, and that person's first person, and that person's first person, and so on and so on. So it can become huge. Now, the third way we make money is called the roll-up. You can only make money at the level that you're at. So let's say now you bring in Steve, and Steve comes in at $2,000. He's going to pay you $2,000. And now Steve brings in his first person, and he gives that person to you. And now Steve brings in his second person, and his second person comes in at $3,500. Well, Steve is only qualified at $2,000. So he'll get $2,000 of that $3,500, and the other $1,500 will roll up to you. Likewise, if you make a sale now for $6,500, you're only qualified at $3,500. So you'll get $3,500 of that $6,500, and the other $3,000 will roll up to me. And the fourth and final way we make money is called the upgrade. Steve has now made some money. He decides he wants to be at the $3,500 level, so he's going to pay you the difference of $1,500. you have now made some money and decide you want to be at the $6,500 level, you're going to pay me the difference of $3,000. So those are the 4 ways we get paid. It can be extremely lucrative and so exciting when you get that money in your hand. So thanks for listening and welcome aboard.